Mazuma TV back in the building, man. What's going on, y'all? Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Shout out to the Mazuma Mob. We in the building as always, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive day. On the road to 2K, man. We hit that 1,100 mark, man. We about to hit that 1,200 mark soon. Shout out to the nation. Shout out to the mob for making that possible. Now, what I want to talk about is something that I had been speaking about a little while back, probably been a month and a half, and I was speaking on Romero. You know what I'm saying? I was speaking on how Romero, who is the current 140-pound WBA champion, coming off of an iffy performance against Ismael Barroso. I'm sorry. Ismael Barroso had an iffy performance, got knocked down. A lot of people thought that the dude was winning. It was a premature stoppage, in my opinion, and a lot of people seem to agree. That seems like the general consensus amongst the people who watched the fight. And since then, Ohara Davies, UK fighter, who I think is currently signed with Golden Boy Promotions, has become his mandatory. You know what I mean? But Romero has made it clear on several occasions that he only wants the big money fights. You know what I mean? And the people that he had considered was Ryan Garcia, which is a fight that I honestly like for the two. I actually like that fight. They got a history and all, be a dope build-up, all of that. Definitely will generate some revenue. And the Tank rematch. That's something that I really don't want to see because we seen what happened and they just levels apart. And I feel like Tank has bigger fish to fry. You know what I mean? That's just what I personally think. But it was a good fight in that moment. You know what I mean? So since then, he's been going on this. He's been going on saying that he has an injury and saying that he wouldn't be able to fight Ohara Davies at this time. So it seems like he's just trying to use this excuse for having an injury. Meanwhile, I see this man on Instagram doing everything in the world. I seen this man was in Cuba. I seen this man is out here doing whatever he doing. You know what I mean? Just enjoying his life. Never seen no proof of no type of injuries. I believe the WBA was requesting some medical documents at one time. I don't know exactly what happened to that. I don't know exactly what happened with that, but apparently the WBA, according to IFL TV, shout out to IFL TV for the information. They said that the WBA has made Rolly a champion in recess due to his injury. So he may have proved that he's been injured, because if he wasn't able to prove it, I think they would have stripped him. You know what I mean? I think they would have completely just took his belt altogether. But apparently, he's a champion of recess now, so he's technically no longer the champion. And it'll be Ohara Davies fighting Ismael Barroso for the vacant WBA 140-pound title. Now, this is something that I'm pretty happy with. You know what I mean? I don't know Ohara Davies like that. But after that Rolly fight, man, I became a big fan of Ismael Barroso, man. That man is in his 40s. And he's not taking no for an answer, man. He showed resiliency in there. I'm rooting for the man 100% because of what he's up against. You know what I mean? He's going up against the odds. You know what I mean? And performed well under them lights. I did think that he was on the verge of getting stopped against Romero when I look back on that fight, but he put on a great effort nonetheless, and I see that this is an example for all the fighters out there that it's never too late to continue pursuing your dream. That man is in his 40s. Big Bang Zhang is in his 40s, continuing to be on their mission of being world champion. So Ohara Davies, I'm sure he has the youth advantage. I'm sure he's going to be fresher than Barroso, but I'm rooting for Ismael all the way, man. I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he comes out victorious. And hopefully, you know what I mean, Rolly put his big boy pants on and take on the winner of that fight so he could get his title back. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like world title isn't something that Rolly is prioritizing right now. I think he already obtained the title. He could say he was world champion. He's probably going to continue calling himself the world champion. You know what I mean? When he had the regular WBA title at 135, he was calling himself a champion. Meanwhile, Devin Haney had all the belts. You know what I'm saying? George Kambosos had all the belts. Teofimo, not all the belts. He had the WBA, had the real WBA. Teofimo had the real WBA. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he probably gonna continue calling himself the WBA champion because he technically didn't lose the belt to anybody. But nonetheless, man, he's just worried about getting a bag at the end of the day. He don't care about the meaningful fights. He don't care about truly being great. He just truly care about getting paid. And that's just how some fighters are nowadays. We see it with Jared Anderson. We see it with Gervonta Davis shows it as well. He said he don't care about belts, and he's a prize fighter, and he wants the prize. You know what I mean? You can't really knock nobody for that, man. But that's just my take on the whole situation, man. According to IFL TV, they're making Rolly Romero the champion in recess due to an injury. So Ohara Davies and Ismael Barroso will be fighting each other for the vacant WBA 140-pound title. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do you think Rolly is ducking? Do you really believe he's injured? Is it a great fight? Should Rolly spin the block and face the winner? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. This is Mazuma TV. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share the video. As always, man, I appreciate the support. One love, y'all. I'm out of here, man. Peace.